Hey everyone, this is Saul from Three Kingdoms Games, coming to you today with a review of Welcome Back to the Dungeon. Now, Welcome Back to the Dungeon is a 2 to 4 player push your luck game where you and your fellow players take on the role of an adventurer trying to run through the dungeon. And pretty much what that means is you're trying to bluff and push people to try to run the dungeon. And hopefully they fail. Because if they succeed twice, they win. If they fail twice, they're out of the game. Plays in approximately 30 minutes. So, now, if you want to see a more in-depth how to play, that's going to be linked in the description box down below. Now, when I review a game, I first check, does the claims of the box match what it says? So, 2 to 4 players. Yes, you can play this with 2 players, and yes, it does work all the way up to 3 to 4 players, and it scales well for all of them just because the deck is limited in size, it allows for a lot more table talk and things like that. Now, it is fun with 2 players. However, games like this are better with 3 to 4 players. It's just the fact of them. Because with 3 to 4 players, there's more room for messing with each other, bluffing, more variables you don't know. So, for the push your luck element, it's a lot more emphasized at the 3 to 4 player mark. Now, that being said, 2 players is fantastic for this. I played this a ton with my wife and with other people. 1v1 works fantastic. 30 minutes claim. Yes, definitely. Plays in 30 minutes or less. Now, if you go over that, it's not my fault. Your group probably table talks a lot. But we all know it. Board gamers, at least 50% of them, get easily distracted. But this game also encourages table talk, bluffing, and just ways to kind of mess with each other. Component quality. As you can see on the screen right now, it is just cards and cardboard, but it's done well. I have played games that are just that, and they're done poorly, and the quality is horrible. This is really good quality. The art is fantastic. I love that dragon token. I love the art they used for the dungeon, dragon board, whatever you want to call it. You know, cardstock's great. It's everything I'd look for a game of this size and of this price range. How well it stores. Now, how well it stores is actually important to me for a lot of reasons because I hate having to play Tetris to put away a game. You know, I have those games that take, 3 to 5 minutes to put away after you've played. And it just kind of annoys me because that means there's more downtime until we get to the next game on the table and gets going. This one, as you can see on the screen here, I was able to pack up in like 30 seconds, which is fantastic. There was no Tetris needed. Everything kind of goes to its proper side, stacks up nicely. As well as the great thing with this kind of game is because it stores so easily and has so simple components, even if you're not storing it flat because, I can't put things in my bag this way for the most part because I usually use messenger bags or side bags, and a lot of people do. So they end up going upright. So even if it gets messed up, because of the components and stuff, you'll be able to still set up the game just as quickly. Everything is color-coded. Everything goes out just as simply. So breakdown and setup of this game is super fast. And that gets me to how easy it is to set up. And it sets up super quickly. Like, we're talking, 30 seconds to a minute. You can probably have this set up if you know what you're doing exactly. For rules explanation, this game explains the rules very well. It's very straightforward. It is put together in a logical manner, which I love, which means if you are a new player or you just picked this up for the first time and don't have someone to explain it to you and don't want to watch the how to play video that we put in the description box down below. Yeah, little segue there, just saying. You can understand the game pretty quickly, and I think that is always important for a game. I have read a lot of games with very disorganized rule books, or they don't explain themselves in a concise or, logical way. So that's always nice to have that, a good, straightforward rule book. Replayability, this is definitely a replayable game because of the randomness to it, because of the fact that, it's just cards, cardboard, things like that. But there's a ton of bluffing and components. And because of all that and the interactions of the people you're with, it makes it highly replayable. And I love that. Replayability is huge for me when it comes to games because odds are when I buy a game, I'm not just going to play it once, stick it on a shelf, and never play it again. I'm going to want to play it a bunch of times or a bunch of times in a row even. And then lastly, something that someone asked me to rate it on is fun factor, which is completely subjective, by the way, but I'll give it an 8 out of 10, I guess. Arbitrary 10 scales. Anyways, there you have it. That is Welcome Back to the Dungeon. I highly recommend everyone picks up this game. As always, you can follow us on all major social media, and that's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel because it's an easy way to support us and keep this content coming because we do it for you. As well, you can read our blogs that come out weekly at 3kingdomsgames.com. As always, I'll see you next time.